Hello, my name is Dr. Lonnie Pope. We got some exciting news. We're starting a new series. It's called Ways to Transform Your Life. I tell people, if this don't transform your life, just come to Gainesville, Georgia, and I'll buy you a steak, okay? If you'll go through the whole series with us, you'll find out it'll transform your whole being, and that's what we want to do. We're starting out with a lesson called Transform Your Mind, and by the way, that's where we have to start, because it has to start in the mind. We cannot transform our total being unless we transform our mind. The mind is like a sponge. It'll just soak up anything. It'll soak up false information. It'll soak up lies. It'll soak up anything if you don't guard your mind. It's like the computer, garbage in, garbage out. Well, we need to be very careful what we put in our minds. Our bodies are a trichotomy: spirit, body, and soul. With me, spirit, I was lost. My body, I got 351 pounds, if you can imagine that. That's horrible. My soul, I had emotional problems. I was clinically diagnosed with high anxiety and also moderate depression. Then I was converted. I got saved, born again. And my whole life changed, and I changed. And that's what we want you to do: change, transformation. The mind needs to be renewed to truth, because we have a lot of untruth in our minds. The spirit, we need to choose to depend on Christ. Now, we can't do that all the time, of course, but we need to, as much as possible, choose to depend on Christ. Our body, we need to get our body in shape, and we got a whole section on transforming the body. And the soul, once we do all this, our emotions will gradually be healed, and that's fantastic. Do not be conformed to this world. That's what the Bible tells us in Romans 12:8. I call the flesh the monster within, and it reminds me of a little plant in a movie called The Little House of Horrors. And by the way, we're not endorsing any movies. I just use this as an example. There's a little plant in The Little House of Horrors, and this plant came from the moon. I think they said it did. And it was a strange plant. And the guy bought the plant, and he took it to a shop he was working with. And the little plant started drooping, and he would feed it, try to feed it water and all that kind of stuff. But it just got like it was sick. Then all of a sudden, he pricked his thumb one day, and blood came out of the thumb, and he noticed the little plant perked up. So this was a strange plant. But I'll tell you something. That's like the body, the flesh. If we're not careful, what we'll do, like I did, I got 351 pounds. What we'll do is the same things, and our whole being will get all messed up. There are 7 steps to not be conformed to this world. And I like to say, let's start everything with prayer. Prayer is critical. So we have to start with prayer and say, God, help me. Pray every day not to be conformed to this world. Pray to remove bad habits. We all got bad habits. Let's get rid of those bad habits and replace them with good habits. Then receive truth. Now, you need to find truth. And the best place that I know of that you can find truth is the Bible. Remember, like the computer, it's garbage in, garbage out. If we program the mind with falsehood, then that's what we'll get out. If we program it with truth, then truth will come out. And it's so important to transform your mind. Now, it's critical. Psychologists tell us that we need to commit to any change, any program for 60 days. And if we do this for 60 days, we can absolutely change. So let's commit for 60 days to do this. Research tells us that that's what we have to do. And if we don't do that, by the way, you can't take days off. You can't take holidays off. You can't weekends off. Every day commit for 60 days, and you will be transformed. Now, some people just can quit cold turkey. I can't do that. And some people, it takes baby steps. In other words, today you'll do this. Tomorrow you'll do another thing that helps to transform your mind. And that's exactly what we need to do. And that's the best way to grow, by the way, I think, is baby steps. We need to remove any temptation. For instance, in my weight gain, what I did is I removed all soft drinks from my house. and I removed all sweets and all carbs, and the dangerous carbs, of course. And then I noticed I started losing weight. So what you got to do is remove temptation. I don't care what the problem is in your life, remove the temptation. And this is one of the greatest things that you can do. Get an accountability partner. It's critical. With me and my weight loss, I got a nutritionist, and she became my accountability partner. And I'm going to tell you something, this is great. And so every week I went in, and guess what I had to do? She had me do. I had to weigh every week. And of course, I want her to say to me, "Good boy, Lonnie," and not, "Oh, no, you've gained some weight," or whatever. So I wanted her approval so I would lose weight. Do not allow the mind to be deceived. Revelation 10:9 says, Satan deceives the whole world, and he deceives us. Now, there's all kind of ways that we're deceived today. We're deceived by the internet, by books, by magazines, by television, by professors if we're in school, by teachers, and a lot of other places. So don't let yourself be deceived. There's deception everywhere. Empty the mind of garbage. We got a lot of garbage in there. We need to take the garbage out. We should reject any information that's not truthful. And so let's get the garbage out. We should then start filling our mind with truth. If we fill it with truth, then it'll affect our mind, our spirit, our body, and our soul. And that's what we want to do. We can stop being transformed through the world, but we got to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. So let's do that. Start with the mind, because the mind controls everything. Thank you so much for joining us on Ascending Ministries.